Welcome to the Enchanted Archives, where myths, legends, and ancient mysteries come to life. Mythical creatures of Norse mythology, Fenrir, Jormungandr, and more. Norse mythology is filled with stories of gods, giants, and an array of mythical creatures, each symbolizing different aspects of nature, fate, and cosmic balance. The creatures within these legends are not just monsters, but figures deeply embedded in Norse cosmology. From the giant wolf Fenrir to the world-circling serpent Jormungandr, these beings play crucial roles in the fate of gods and men alike. In this video, we will explore some of the most fascinating mythical creatures of Norse mythology, including their origins, characteristics, and roles in shaping the cosmos. Fenrir, also known as the Fenris wolf, is one of the most feared creatures in Norse mythology. He is the offspring of Loki, the trickster god, and the giantess Angrboda. This makes Fenrir part of a powerful and dangerous family that includes Jormungandr, the World Serpent, and Hel, the ruler of the Underworld. From birth, Fenrir was known to be exceptionally large and ferocious, causing fear among the gods. As he continued to grow in size and power, the gods realized that Fenrir posed a great threat to the stability of the cosmos. The gods decided that Fenrir needed to be restrained to prevent him from bringing destruction to the world. However, no ordinary chain could hold him. After several failed attempts, the gods commissioned the dwarves to create a magical binding called Sleipnir, a deceptively thin ribbon made from impossible materials, such as the sound of a cat's footfall and the roots of a mountain. To trick Fenrir into being bound, the gods challenged him, pretending the binding was merely a test of his strength. Fenrir, suspecting their deceit, demanded that one of the gods place a hand in his mouth as a sign of trust. Tyr, the god of war and justice, courageously offered his hand. When Fenrir realized he was trapped, he bit off Tyr's hand in rage. According to Norse prophecy, Fenrir will break free from his bonds during Ragnarok, the end of the world. He will then kill Odin, the chief of the gods, symbolizing the downfall of divine order. However, Odin's son, Vidar, will avenge his father by slaying Fenrir, marking one of the final moments of the cosmic battle that leads to the renewal of the world. Jormungandr, also known as the Midgard serpent, is another child of Loki and Angrboda. He is an enormous sea serpent that encircles the entire world, known as Midgard in Norse cosmology. The serpent is so large that it is said to bite its own tail, forming an Ouroboros, a symbol of the eternal cycle of creation and destruction. Jormungandr's primary role in Norse mythology involves his rivalry with Thor, the god of thunder. The two are destined to confront each other during Ragnarok, but their enmity is evident even before the final battle. One famous myth involves Thor's attempt to catch Jormungandr while fishing with the giant Hymir. Using a massive ox head as bait, Thor hooks the serpent and begins to reel him in. As the thunder god prepares to strike the serpent with his hammer, Mjolnir, Hymir, terrified of the impending disaster, cuts the fishing line, allowing Jormungandr to sink back into the ocean. During Ragnarok, Jormungandr will emerge from the sea, causing massive tidal waves that will flood the land. He and Thor will engage in a final catastrophic duel. Though Thor will succeed in slaying the serpent, he will only take 9 steps before succumbing to the venom released by Jormungandr. This tragic encounter symbolizes the inescapable nature of fate in Norse mythology. Hel is another child of Loki and Angrboda, and she rules over Helheim, the realm of the dead. Unlike Valhalla, which is reserved for warriors who die gloriously in battle, Helheim is where those who die of old age, illness, or natural causes reside. Hel's domain is often described as cold and dark, reflecting the somber nature of death. Hel is depicted as a being with a split appearance. Half of her body appears alive and beautiful, while the other half is decayed and corpse-like. This duality symbolizes the line between life and death, and her indifferent demeanor reflects the inevitability of death for all beings, including gods. During Ragnarok, Hel will release her armies of the dead to fight against the gods. While she plays a more passive role compared to Fenrir and Jormungandr, her presence underscores the inevitability of death in the cosmic order. The Nidhogg is a dragon that resides at the base of Yggdrasil, the world tree, where it gnaws at the roots that connect the realms of existence. Nidhogg represents corruption and decay, constantly threatening the balance of the cosmos by trying to weaken the foundations of the universe. Nidhogg's actions serve as a metaphor for the slow decay that affects all things, even the divine. He is also known to feast on the souls of the dead and is associated with chaos and destruction. In some interpretations, Nidhogg's role at the base of Yggdrasil suggests that destruction is an inevitable part of the cycle of existence, necessary for renewal and rebirth. Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse of Odin, has a unique origin. He was born from the trickery of Loki, who transformed into a mare to distract a giant stallion. Loki became pregnant and later gave birth to Sleipnir, who was gifted to Odin. As Odin's steed, Sleipnir is known for his extraordinary speed and the ability to travel between realms. He plays a crucial role in Norse myths, serving as a bridge between the worlds of gods, humans, and the dead. Sleipnir is often associated with shamanic journeys and spiritual exploration, as Odin himself is a god of wisdom and mysticism. The Valkyries are warrior maidens who serve Odin by selecting which warriors will die in battle and which will be taken to Valhalla. In Valhalla, these fallen heroes will prepare for Ragnarok, where they will fight alongside the gods. The Valkyries are known for their beauty, strength, and loyalty to Odin. The Valkyries symbolize the dual nature of fate. They bring both death and glory. They are often depicted riding winged horses, wearing armor, and wielding weapons. Their presence in battle represents the belief that death is not the end, but a transition to a higher state of existence for those who die with honor. The mythical creatures of Norse mythology, including Fenrir, Jormungandr, and many more, embody the complex themes of fate, power, and the cyclical nature of life and death. These creatures are not merely monsters but essential figures within the Norse cosmology, each playing a role in the grand narrative of creation, destruction, and renewal. Fenrir represents uncontrollable chaos, while Jormungandr symbolizes the interconnectedness of existence through his Ouroboros form. Hail reminds us of the inevitability of death, while Nidhogg personifies decay and corruption. Even Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse, and the Valkyries reflect the Norse belief in the journey between worlds and the valor of those who face death with courage. Together, these creatures contribute to the richness of Norse mythology, offering timeless lessons about destiny, courage, and the delicate balance of the cosmos.